The national politics remains rippled due to the government decision to float an ordinance aimed at withdrawing cases against political cadres, some of whom are serving life imprisonment under criminal charges. There have been widespread protests to thwart the government move as the ordinance awaits the seal of the president's office. Good morning, I'm Abheudaya Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. The death toll in yesterday's bus accident in Kavre's Bethan Chowk rural municipality climbs to 18, the injured being treated at different hospitals, the condition of 4 injured reported critical. Controversy regarding the ordinance seeking amnesty against political cadres serving sentence under criminal charges grips national politics. Voices against the ordinances heighten. At least 100 killed and dozens injured by widespread floods and landslides caused by heavy rains in the Congo capital, Kinshasa. Congo government says search is on for more victims' bodies. And a dazzling performance by Lionel Messi leads Argentina to their 6th World Cup final with a convincing 3-0 victory over Croatia. Messi stands at the brink of World Cup title. The death toll in yesterday evening's bus accident in Kavre's Bethan Chowk rural municipality 4 has climbed to 18, while the number of injured has also gone up to 22. The condition of the 4 injured is reported critical. According to chairperson of Bethan Chowk rural municipality, Bhagwan Adhikari, the death toll in the bus accident has reached 18. There were a total of 39 people traveling in the ill-fated bus. Among them, 13 died at the spot of the accident, while 5 others succumbed to their injuries at hospitals. Chairperson Adhikari informed that the bus was returning to Banepa Municipality 11 after attending a traditional event in Chalti of Bethan Chowk Rural Municipality 5. Adhikari further informed that all the injured are receiving treatment at Shir Memorial Adventist Hospital in Banepa and Dhulikhel Hospital. Teams from the Nepal Police and Nepal Army used excavators in the rescue efforts, which went on till late night. The police, citing an eyewitness, informed that the bus traveling at high speed smashed into a wall and veered off the road. The dead bodies have been kept at Dhulikhel Hospital. The political parties have been divided regarding the introduction of ordinance aimed at withdrawing some high-profile cases involving leaders and party cadres. The controversial ordinance that has reached the office of the president has received widespread criticisms from leaders of Nepali Congress. Former Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli had called a party meeting and criticized the ordinance introduced by the government, while various leaders of Nepali Congress are now condemning the party president, Sherbahadur Deuba's move. General Secretary duo Gagan Thapa and Bishwa Prakash Sharma, as well as leader Shekhar Koirala, among others, have questioned the government move. Similar voices have been raised in CPN Maoist Center, CPN UML and Janata Samajwadi Party, calling the government move an attack on democracy. Meanwhile, Nagrik Unmukti Party and Janmat Party have supported the decision. Amid widespread criticism, the government sent the ordinance introduced to amend the National Criminal Procedure Act 2017 to the President's office for certification on Monday. The ordinance gets implemented only after getting approval from the president. The president has been receiving pressure from all quarters not to approve the ordinance, while the government says there is no alternative to certifying the ordinance. The legal practitioners, meanwhile, are divided on the fate of the ordinance. The formation and amendment of laws fall under the jurisdiction of the parliament. The government has the authority to form the required laws through ordinance amid the absence of parliament. At a time when efforts are underway to form a new government following the conclusion of the general elections, the Prime Minister Sherbahadur Deuba-led caretaker government has sent the ordinance to the office of the president for verification. Pressure has mounted on the president to certify the ordinance. The office of the president, meanwhile, has said that the ordinance is being studied. Political analysts say that the president is unlikely to authenticate the ordinance at a time when the government move has met with criticisms from all quarters. 13 former IGPs of Nepal Police have also objected to the government's proposed ordinance seeking blanket amnesty to political cadres, some of whom are serving life imprisonment under murder charges. The organization of former IGPs of Nepal Police have formally lodged a protest against the government bid to introduce the ordinance. The group has also demanded that the ordinance be immediately scrapped, citing that it is against the spirit of democratic practices. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked people in several provinces regarding ways to make the new parliament effective. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
गाउँ लेभलका जनताहरूलाई चाहिँ दुःख पीडा परेको हेर्दिनु पर्छ
जुन अपेक्षा जनताहरूलाई देखाएर जानु भएको छ त्यही अनुसारको उहाँहरूले कार्ययोजना बनाएर काम गर्नु पर्यो
उहाँहरूले एक नम्बरमा चाहिँ भ्रष्टाचार मुक्त चाहिँ नै देश बनाउनु पर्यो
जनताको पीडा जनताले यातना पीडा भोगिराखेकोहरू त्यो सुनवाई हुनु पर्यो हामीले पनि स्वतन्त्र रूपले बाँच्न पाउनु पर्यो
राजनीतिक दलहरूको सक्रिय भूमिका हुनुपर्छ
Daily wage workers have been hit hard as their wages have not increased despite rising inflation. The wages have increased by 37% within the past 5 years, while up to 56% rise in prices of goods in the market has been recorded. The demand for goods has decreased due to low income amid rising inflation. The daily wage has increased from 700 to 1,000 rupees in the past 5 years. However, skyrocketing prices of goods have made it difficult for laborers to make ends meet. According to Nepal Rashtra Bank's data, the prices of most essential items have increased by 56%. The price of edible oil had increased by 31% last year, while the wages of laborers had increased by only 3.63%. The prices of food items and vegetables have skyrocketed. Rice that was sold at 40 rupees per kilogram has now reached 80 rupees. 120% rise in price of potato and 166% in lentils have been reported. The salaries of employees have increased by 42% within the past 5 years. However, it has failed to keep pace with inflation. The market has witnessed 18% decline in daily consumable items. The high rate of inflation and negligible rise in salaries and wages have made it challenging for the workers to sustain. Likewise, the fall in demand for various goods has affected industrial production. It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here's the question. Why have labor wages remained the same as opposed to rising inflation? Your options are A, inconsiderate employer, B, result of poor economic system, and C, government indifference. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.